Alright, so this is my deck tech for my Gahiji Honored One deck. This is this deck is a storied history. It started out as my first ever commander deck, where I got a precon, a Morath Will of the Wilds precon for Christmas. And I slowly realized that Morath isn't the fun commander, and Gahiji is much more fun to play with. Like, Morath's cool in his own way, but the precon didn't seem to favor him. And so, what I decided to do is I changed it from Morath to Gahiji, and made it more of a beast tribal theme. Although, as I have made more upgrades to it, it has become more of just a generic beaters deck with some group hug elements. So speaking of those group hug elements, we've got cards like Dictate of the Twin Gods and Zerta Ancient, as well as Gahiji himself. These cards all incentivize people to look away from me and focus on their own game or killing other people, because they get benefits from not attacking me. With Dictate of the Twin Gods plus Gahiji, people will attack anyone other than me, because they get +2/+0 and double damage, which is very, very powerful. And really, it's very fun to see people react when I play those kind of things, because people have varying reactions from "oh no" to "oh yeah." And if people aren't being cooperative and they're deciding to still attack me, my creatures have plenty of ways to remove stuff. Things like Domri Raid, Magus of the Arena, Warstorm Surge, and where Ancient Shred ensure that I am going to bolt down anything that comes after me. Of particular interest here are Warstorm Surge and where Ancient Shred, because those pair super well with the Spawning Grounds. Because Spawning Grounds makes a creature every turn guaranteed. And so I'm dealing massive damage to people, and sometimes I've killed people with Spawning Grounds, Dictate of Erebos, Warstorm Surge on the field. It's a very late game strategy, but it's happened to a staller in a Stally style game. But one of my favorite aspects about this Gahiji deck is it has a lot of ways to draw cards. If left unattended, I can draw 1 to 3 cards for every creature I play. Obviously, I have like the staple effects like Lifecrafter's Bestiary and Zendikar Resurgent and Guardian Project, and stuff like Beast Whisperer. But I can also play some more lesser known card draw engines because I'm playing a Power 4 or greater deck, like a big boys deck. So Colossal Majesty, always nice, and Kabu Lair is my personal favorite. Kabu Lair is so fun, because no one ever really expects it to come down, and it's really a nice card in a beaters deck, because I can get Power 4 or greater pretty quickly with this deck. It's got the ramp to get there easily. Speaking of that ramp, I have cards like, obviously, Leafkin Druid, and Druid of the Cowl, and I have Incubation Druid, I have Gilded Lotus, all the staples of, any deck that needs a ramp, really. I run stuff like Temple of the False God, and I run Opal Palace in here as a method of getting, some fixing in the deck that this deck sorely needs sometimes, because a lot of the creatures are big pip. I have a lot of pips on them of different colors. But once all these effects are nice and all, but without a way to finish the game, it's just a deck that spins wheels and draws cards. So let's get into the stuff that finishes the game. Stuff like Siege Behemoth and Terastodon. Those are both exceptional, especially Terastodon, because Terastodon can blow up my opponent's stuff while giving me a massive 9/9 that gets bigger with Gahiji. Siege Behemoth is very nice. I guess it's like a token deck that can put up a lot of chump blockers, or just a deck that blocks well. Vorinclex is one of my personal favorite ways to end a game, because all of a sudden their reaction time is cut down, as well as my own ability to respond to things. But my personal favorite card to finish out a game is a weird one. Gaia's Revenge. Green haste is not something people expect. So when you slam Gaia's Revenge with Gahiji, it's beautiful to see the look on people's faces when they realize you can swing 10 each turn. And let's say you have Dictate of the Twin Gods on the field. Oh, it's fantastic. 20 damage swing out of nowhere. People don't see that coming. Like, they might hold up a blocker, but they're not going to hold up a blocker for a literally 20 damage swing that can't be countered. So, that is my deck tech for Gahiji Honored One. Honestly, it's a big beater tribal. It's a big beater tribal deck that I also happen to throw some group hug and some secret tech into to make sure that it can hold its own in games where people expect a big beater stack. The secret tech in this deck is really nice to make sure that I can still stick into a game despite being a big boy tribal deck not always being the best strategy. So, that's about it. Thank you for watching.